First game of round 18 is in the book. Sharkies absolutely dominating Dragons there. Dragons kicked it off pretty well with a good start, and then the Sharkies went on with it from there, and yeah, just made sense exactly how things happened last week against the Warriors, just happened again against the Sharkies. The left side defense from Dragons, not so great, and just really allowed the Sharkies there to run right and get Briton Nikora a couple of easy tries, and yeah, an interesting score from him. Sorry if there's a bit of background noise. People are working outside our apartment right now, but yeah, we'll get through it. Hopefully it sounds okay. Anyway, so Nicho Hynes, captain, pretty much everyone did it. 94, amazing work from him. 3 try assists, an early try. Didn't really make it too hard on him, did they, the Dragons? So, yeah, Nicho Hynes with this 94 in that one. We will go through in here if we think any of these guys are relevant over the next couple of weeks. Both teams playing in round 19, obviously, is going to be helpful as well for anyone who needs them. That's for sure. Dragons have their bye in 20. Sharks are done, just to give you some context for those that aren't sure. Jack de Belin, 65. So both of my players in this game picked up big scores. 65 for de Belin, full 80 minutes. Just does his work, doesn't he? Goes about it nicely. 1 missed tackle, 56 made. There's 54 right there, which at a minimum is all we want. And you look at de Belin and his scores over the last sort of 2 months, basically. He's averaging 58 for the season, and it's way over 60 for all of those games since he's been playing big minutes in the 13 role. So, you look at his scores, you look at that compared to Isaiah Yeo, you look at it compared to Payne Haas and these types of guys, and de Belin needs to be in our sides for the rest of the year. It'd be silly to even think about trading him out. For anyone that was looking at Sifa Talakai, a 62 was obviously great. In this one, he got involved with a few try assists, obviously a try as well, barraging over at the end, near the end of that game for 62. So if you grabbed him at that 543, then you were definitely rewarded there in that one if you needed a centre. But yeah, long term, I doubt that he's going to be scoring near that for the most part. You've seen what his scores have been like, and they're not going to put 52 on a team each and every week. This was the week to go big for outside backs, especially, and Nicho, and a few of them did, and a few of them kind of missed out a little bit as well. Sloaney, man, this guy's killing me. 2 try savers, a turnover tackle, and some horrendous defense. It was Teague Wilton that missed him one-on-one. Just, I don't understand why these guys, I get why they try to go up top, but in broken play, when guys can get away, there's no defense behind you, you need to just chop them. Like, get them down. Yes, if they get a quick play the ball, that's fine. Like, you miss those one-on-one tackles. How often do you see a guy, like, right in front of him, bear hug him and just get bumped off, and then they run the length and score? That happens actually fairly often, and probably like 4 or 5 times a weekend across the 7 or 8 games. So yeah, that was a mistake, but yeah, watching him run the length was not very fun, considering I was going to grab him last week. He's picked up a 40 and a 61 in those 2 weeks, and yeah, we'll now make some cash, and obviously would have been a good scorer this week to have as your loop. But yeah, that's the frustration of the week, already out of the way. Matt Moylan, a much better game for him, 55, but that was pretty obvious in this one. Briton Nikora, 53, 2 tries. That last one was so frustrating. Like, what the hell was Ben Hunt and Fainai doing out of the line? They were behind Moylan when he went to pass the ball. It was so stupid defense, and yeah, Nikora goes over again. He had 1 tackle break in this game, but 32 tackles, 5 misses, 73 meters run. Like, he's that type of guy that he does seem to bump off some tackles. So to get 2 tries and get 53, it's pretty poor. You're happy that he ended up getting over 50, but it could have been really bad for a sec there. So I still think IPAP's definitely the clear winner. He's averaging 55.5, Nikora, but I suppose he does just seem to get involved in tries. So when he does have lower base, he seems to get some type of attacking stat, doesn't he? So yeah, it worked out alright in the end, but it could have been a bit poor. Brayley, 49, he had a pretty solid game as well. Teague Wilton, the 48, if you're still holding him. Solid, a pretty low first half. I think it was 11 at half time. So yeah, really turned it around there. Will Kennedy, 47. Zach Lomax, 46. Just continues to do good work. He obviously got the turnover tackle and the try saver when Sloan did earlier on Mulatalo there. Picked up a couple of goals, 28 tackles for 1 miss. So he's definitely, his base stats are much improved this year. Just isn't getting as many attacking stats as normal. So Lomax would have been a great option as well. Him or Talakai would have worked out pretty well. Mulatalo, the 45 was solid. Hunt, 42. Molo, 42. I don't know, do you think any of these guys are buys going forward? Like, I think Lomax, if you could definitely have him as one of your centres, but him, Talakai, are they going to be keepers long term? I don't think so. Nikora can definitely target for sure, given he has no more buys left. But again, I'd go for the Tigers guys first, just in my opinion. But yeah, that's that. How good was Tommy Hazleton? He looked great out there. Jaden Suar with 38 was okay at best in this one, missing a few tackles as well. McInnes, yeah, just not really an option, guys. Obviously, the minutes just aren't there for him. Jesse Ramien was on 29 before the update, so it's a little painful to get up to 35. But yeah, even his try, like they go up for it. Well, he's the only one that goes up for it. You know, and bloody Finai or Mongo or whoever it was in that spot, just actually it was Finai there, just looking at Mongo, thinking he was going to go up for it. So just horrendous defense. Just let him go for a free catch over the line. Yeah, there's nothing more you want than to be able to do that. So yeah, got that try on that front. Helped him out a little bit for 35, but still, yeah, you'll take it, but you want a lot more in this game when they put on 50-odd. Unfortunately, Jacob Little had a cracking start to this game. Obviously, the try assist early on that right side to Ravalawa, but yeah, 5 missed tackles and an error to go along with just his 17 run meters. Yeah, 35 and 57 minutes. They just, really don't want to give him the big minutes, and it's very unfortunate. Really, obviously, want to have him for next week, but he needs to score well, I think, for him to stick in your side past round 20. That's for sure, especially when guys like Harry Grant are going to be available in that week. For anyone still holding to Murdoch Masila, the 35 was solid for him there, obviously. And then going down the line, there's Couchman with 27 for anyone who owns him still. No one really else from there. Hamlin Nuele seemed to get injured in that one, unfortunately, which is not good. And yeah, no real other relevance there. Wonga got the line break try and still picked up an 18. So pretty disgusting on that front. Just a very short and sharp little update on that game. Obviously, only a few guys of relevance there, and most of them score pretty well. So you're not too concerned by any of the guys. Obviously, Ramien there, but he's priced according to what he scored last night. So you're going to expect those type of scores going forward. That's the update, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.